Thank you for being here. My name's Kate Lynch, Atypical Kids, Mindful Parents. I want to introduce and get you as excited as I am about the new podcast season that's coming out. This will be our eighth season, and it is the first one that I have put in quite as much organization and planning to. I am usually a little more of a seat of the pants creative kind of person, as many of you know. Although for over 3 years, I have almost every single Sunday managed to host a blog, and I'm pretty proud of that. So hopefully it's been helpful to you. We're doing book giveaways for the first 3 podcasts. So every 2 weeks, you have the opportunity to win a signed copy of a fantastic book that will help you raise your neurodivergent kids. So the first is Dr. Matt Zakreski Neurodiversity Playbook. Then we have Lynn Tatera's workbook for kids on resilient practices, beautifully illustrated, colorful, and an incredible resource for kids to help them learn about their resilience habits and self-compassion. And finally, one of the most impactful books I've read as I have been exploring raising my neurodivergent kid, but also in the culture that is so ableist and systemically pushing down parents trying to advocate for their kids. And that's All Our Families by Jennifer and Natalya Fink. If you haven't read it, then please win that signed copy. All of the information will be in the posts. I know some of you love listening to podcasts while you're doing other stuff. So let me get into announcing the season starting Sunday with Dr. Matt. So he is a clinical psychologist, a parent, and he has a great podcast himself called Nerding Out on Neurodiversity, which is like right up my alley. Dr. Matt Zakreski will be talking about his philosophy of being curious, not furious. And he's also announcing a book giveaway for his new book, The Neurodiversity Playbook. And I know so many of us wish there was a playbook when we first found out that either we or our kids were neurodivergent. So here you go. It's here. We're giving one away to a subscriber. So please look at the post tomorrow for that info. In 2 weeks, we'll have Lynn Tatera. I am so excited. She writes on Substack as well and has a podcast. We are in it together. I love that title so much because sense of belonging and community, as many of you know, is like top of my list. Lynn is talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is self-compassion and how we can gain resilience through self-compassion practices, and especially how kids can. Her specialty is really teaching teens and kids all about resilience practices. So you've got to tune in to that. March 30th, Jennifer and Natalya Fink, when her book, All Our Families, came out, I interviewed her for Mother Magazine. She wrote the foreword to my upcoming book, Atypical Kids, Mindful Parents. Her interview is all about positive disability identity and building confidence in parents through community, intentionally creating or joining community and making that effort. So, that's also one of my favorite topics, certainly for me, knowing that I'm not alone and having people who get it has been life-changing. And I think that's true for my son Ocean as well. Then Shelley Karpati, who is on Substack as Spicy Soul Mama, we had this deep conversation about her journey of healing through the 9 years since her child had a psychosis, a break, and what it's been like since then. She has been supporting other parents whose children have mental health challenges by interviewing them and sharing their stories. So we know how important stories are to help us feel less alone, feel heard and seen and represented in this world. So I want to thank Shelley for that and for the conversation where she really gave me space to push back on certain things. I've just heard these things over and over, and I know we all have about self-care. I pushed back a little bit and she was so gracious. She also shares this common theme of you're not alone, you're doing great, and we're in this together. So if you're looking for the village, you're finding it here. Just keep tuning in. Then we've got, I just finished editing this one. This is Julie M. Green, who is the autistic mom here on Substack. Oh, I'm just so grateful to Substack for the community that it has given me. Very important to tell you what that conversation is about because I think it resonates with a lot of parents raising neurodivergent kids after we realize, like, wow, my kid has this diagnosis and a lot of their challenges seemed normal to me because I have the same traits. And Julie tells us about her process of getting diagnosed with autism as an older woman. So tune in for that. Finally, this might be a two-parter. This is Ryan Rose Weaver. And I loved our 2-hour conversation, but I won't be sharing it as a 2-hour conversation with you. Ryan has the dual benefits of being both an educator and a parent of neurodivergent kids. We had just so much to talk about, and we just kept it rolling. So I am going to edit that down until it is just stinging for you. It might be, like I said, a two-parter. Tune into that this spring. I can't wait for you to hear those episodes of season 8 of Atypical Kids Mindful Parents podcast. I will be publishing those every 2 weeks. In between, I'll have blog posts. I'd love to hear from you what really resonated with each of these podcasts, because then we can go deeper in a blog post about that podcast, or we can do a Q&A. So I'm so excited to be in conversation with you, in relationship. This is not a one-way street. So can't wait to hear from you. Subscribe to the podcast. And even if you don't listen on Apple Podcasts, please go give it a review. I'll make sure you have the link for that. But please go give Atypical Kids Mindful Parents podcast a review on Apple Podcasts. It helps more parents like us to feel less alone. I can't wait to hear what you think. I'm going to slow down a little bit and I want to share a little practice with you. This is my specialty. This is what I do best. Put your fingers together like this, like all your fingertips together. If you're not driving, if you're not holding a kid, if your hands are free, just let it rest in front of your chest. Look down and we're going to inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, hold, and out for 5, and in for 5, and hold, and out. You can repeat that, or maybe that was enough. Thank you so much for being here.